Hello everyone, my name is Jerry and today I'm going to build a Metroid Samus blaster for my son because he keeps asking me to build him one. Let's get into it. Right, so I have this thing. It's actually his. Keep putting his hand into it and pretending it's a blaster. So the plan is to just try and make something out of this. So I have to cut the steel bit off at the end. So basically, that's it there. He's small enough to put his hand in here. It actually goes up to his arm. I'm going to build some sort of a kind of a nozzle thing that comes down here. And then I'm going to wrap it with foam and try and get the details out of it. So first thing first, what I actually want to do is I'm going to wrap it with paper and just try and draw on some sort of a pattern. I tried to sort out the lighting and the sound in here, so hopefully the sound and the lighting will be a little bit better. We'll see though, that I'm not a professional maker of TV thingy. So this is what this channel is all about. Most of the time I am just making shit up as I go along. I do use patterns from time to time, and I use because patterns are great, like Steve from SKS props and Odin and Punish props and Much props. All these lads make brilliant patterns. But I've always had it in my head. I just like to make stuff by myself, and I have used it for patterns on occasion, and I probably will continue to. I just put 1, 2, 3 blocks in the middle, and you can see it on the top camera there. But it looks like the blaster has like kind of a couple of different parts to it, right? So we'll measure this. Obviously not to scale. What I think I need to do is make the base part first, which is basically just from here to here. There's a little wee layer of like foam with gouges cut in it, and then there's these two big kind of ear muffy things on the side, and then the front has smaller bits. Now if I had 10mm, I'd put 10mm here and 5mm here, but I don't. So from the layer I'm going to use Dave's 5mm and then 3mm, and then I'll see if I can get something else for the side. So then right at the bottom there's like a big chunk of stuff. I mean, there's not a massive amount of detail in it, I would say. Right, I think that's not too bad. Blue mark, I'll just be better on it. I don't know what it is, it's some silver things, they just don't work. Then I'm going to flip it over. Kind of symmetrical. It shouldn't be a overly hard build. Basically sticking some foam onto a Pringles can. But my son is a little legend, you know. He loves Metroid, and I love Metroid. So the fact that we have this in common, we can just have a bit of crack with it. It's brilliant. I love the fact that he likes all this stuff. That will go on here. Wrap it around. Stick her together. Oh, it would happen to not be even fit. Oh, that being said, there's a bit at the bottom that has to go in, like a thick bit that I can just put in that gap. So happy days. Right, let's see if we contact cement is going for shit. You can use many different glues for this. PVA, hot glue. PVA and hot glue are non-toxic, could probably be a good option for it. That being said, I like contact cement. It's sticks. So right, let them dry a bit, and then we'll worry about 3 mil. I need to get 3 mil. It looks like the front of it has a few wee strips, and then it has a bit of this at the front. So actually I might leave that to last till I get the cone part on. The front of it I might use a bit of 10 mil floor mat or something. Odin showed me this. Before I used this technique I was just throwing stuff all over the place, and you know, if it wasn't steady I'd put it on wonky. You should always try and keep things steady when you're putting stuff on, like, and the 1, 2, 3 blocks are great for that. So this is just holding, you can see at the top cover there, this is just holding it in place, and hopefully I won't screw up. That's me saying that hopefully I won't screw up, and I think I've already screwed up. I'll show you what I mean after I put it on. I think I can fix it, I wouldn't worry about it. Right, I'll show you what I mean by screwing up. The front part of it should be a different level. Right, I'll put it in there, you can see it in there. I don't know whether you can see that in the camera over here or in the picture over here. But from here down should be 3 or maybe 2 mil foam. And I just slap the whole lot on. That's what I do! But it's not a big deal. I might put a bit of tape around here so I have a straight line and just cut the whole lot off. Should be just right up below it, the lights. And again, using tape for this sort of stuff is a great idea, because it should, in theory, give you an almost perfect line. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Woo! Yeah, that's a bit better. So I'm going to put a couple of strips of 3 mil here, and then another bit of 3 mil that's a bit bigger, and then the cone. So more than likely after a week or two this will be smashed up and wrecked anyway, because, you know, children. But I'm going to go away, try and do it as best I can. Now, I just realised I need to do something here. Probably not going to be a massive problem. So what? Will that work? That's not too big. Yeah, that might work. Just put. I want to put like a little dowel in here so he has something to grab onto. I have tiny, smaller dowel over here somewhere. See, yeah, that's secure. Right, that's another thing out of the way. So we can just slap his arm in there. I could put lights and in, you know, lights, as I was saying earlier on, and put in kind of like illusion film and that LED foam, like to kind of diffuse some of the lights coming through. But my point of not doing that is because he'll just wreck it. Now don't get me wrong, I don't mind if he wrecks it. It's easy, you can wreck it if you want. But yeah, and also him wrecking it shows me that he's having fun with it, which is even better. But there's no point in putting money into it if he's just going to smash it up. I made him a Lego box there in the old, not the old channel, one of my older videos. As I said, hot glue probably won't be too bad on this because he's not going to really be bringing it to a con or out to a party around. He's just playing with it in the house. Right? Play with it in the house and be happy with it. For the tab, I have a few of these kind of, what do you call them, the puzzle pieces off of it. Doesn't go all the way down, so it only needs to be up there. Yeah, okay, that can work. angle on it. So, random angle, chop chop chop. Not even measured, man. And then, huh. No! You bastard! Basically what I did was, I was supposed to put these two like this so that the bit on the inside was there, but instead I cut the angle on it wrong. So, let's start that again. It's not a big deal. There's loads of this stupid funny pieces around. How did I do it twice? What did I... How? What the hell? Oh my god. Gerry. What are you at? You're off your beam, Gerry. How did I do it twice? I'm gonna strangle somebody. That's a bit better. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, I just cut a few strips instead of doing it that way. I'll just cut the strips. Jesus, I'm gonna make things awkward for myself here. Right. So, here we go. I'm gonna put the seam at the bottom of this. Stretch it around. Yeah. Let's play super glue for this thing. Could have just put this all on as one piece and then used like the, what you call it, the wood burner to wood burn in the lines. I'm going to elongate this front part a bit because I have a feeling that it's not long enough. Yeah, that's a bit, that's still elongating it too much. I might knock a little bit off that. Maybe knock that much off. Then I'll try and kicking it out maybe with a bit of 5mm underneath it. Yeah, that'll do. Actually kind of cool. Maybe I'll be able to organise one at some stage with lights and everything else. Why not? Right, so what I went and did was I printed out a cone pattern, measured the end of this and then what I thought the end of the tube might be. So if this doesn't work, I'll just pause the camera and go in and print out another one. It's just from a free website called templatemaker.com. I think I've seen Odin use it once or twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to measure it up to this. If it fits, then I'm going to cut it out of foam, slap it on, and then I'll make the cone. I'm going to make the little struts. I don't like the end of this, I'll show on top camera, because of the seam in it. Now it's not going to matter with him, like, but I mean, I wanted it to be kind of a bit more smoother, so I'll see if I can cut out a strip at 2mm. There just happens to be one there. God, that was lucky. Right, let's cut this thing out. Now, while I was watching an Odin live stream the other day, I was thinking to myself, I have a laptop now and I can live stream myself. If anyone would be interested in live streaming, give me a show and I'll do it. I realised the time I'd be live streaming, most of my American friends will probably be fast asleep, but I'll figure something out. Maybe I can live stream later on in the day as well, one of the days or something, and try and accommodate more people. It might be a bit of crack just to live stream. And these templates are made for paper, not foam, so they're a bit off. They're not exactly right. Yeah, the outside bit is right. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut off the middle bit. So there's a little kind of ring around the middle of it. That should just be perfect. And of course again, I'll just print out another one if I need to. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Jesus, I always thought in my head, I was thinking, no, that'd be bigger than it should be, but it's not. No. You know when you think like, that's not going to work, that's too big, and it works. No, there we go. Green. Now that I have a cut out of foam, it's really bigger than it should be. See, the problem with that is, foam is thicker than paper. So when you measure it with the paper, it's perfect. But when you put the foam on, it's not perfect. So I'm just going to take it apart, slice a bit off the end. That should do the trick. Let that dry, and then I'm going to worry about the cone part. But the cone part should technically just be a straight strip, he says. Technically. I'm just going to use my ruler to measure out the right size. Come on, don't break on me now. There we go. And I probably should have cut that other bit at an angle as well, just so it sits, so the cone part can sit on it properly. Now, before I put this on, I'm going to measure this up, but I want to put some sort of a diffuser or something in it. Oh, I'll just do it on top and then I'll put another one on. What odds? Might be blocking the view of the camera, but I don't care. Now, so that's dry. So I need to cut out another strip because after we added the foam, that strip wasn't right. It didn't stick. So back to the drawing board. I was just thinking to myself, geez, I'm nearly done. It's not much left, like, you know. And then I realised still a whole bit to the side to do. Wrap this bit around. Yeah. Down into it. Yep. I just realised as well, this side bit's right. We're going here. Don't know how I'm going to do them. So let's get a bit of scrap foam, or maybe I'll just use this. I think what I'll do. Fold it over. I'll try and make a symmetrical pattern. I like this kind of corner edge here the best. And theoretically, it should be the right shape. It's a little bit too big. Let's not worry. I'll get my scissors and I'll cut off a bit at the end. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So I'm going to cut out some here. There's one. The thing about this is, it's easy to just glue on there like that, right? Happy days, that's stuck on there. But there's this weird, but there's a more kind of a protruded area on it. So what I might do is I might just skin the edges of it, and that'll give the effect of the protruded area. But it's going to have to be like a really thin bit of foam. I'll just cut this one out first and see. Again, strips. Try my best to do this without making a mess. These little skinny bits will probably be easier with like a little squeezy bottle. I never liked the squeezy bottles, so a pain in the hole. And then, see, because they're flat, so when I put them on the curve, they should curve out and bow, and it might look like the effect I'm going for, the kind of weird bowed effect. So there's only really two more pieces left, the two side bits, which I'm going to glue on now, and then these bits. So I think I'll glue them on first. I really need to remind myself to start wearing gloves more often. You just get bleeding glue everywhere. I mean, it's not as if I don't have any of them. 2 or 3 boxes of bleeding gloves down there. And I'm going to let that dry. While that's drying, tidy up a bit. Why not? I'm a fecker, I'm not tidying up. Now, dry enough. See if we can place them right. Yeah, that's the look I'm going for. Kind of, if you see now that I put it on, it's kind of got this curved, almost kind of concave look. That needs to go on the same spot and around here. Oh yeah, that works. That works very much so. Jesus, that's deadly. I was so worried that that wasn't going to work. You know? But it kind of does. You can kind of see here, it's kind of got a natural curve. If you look at the top down, it's kind of got a natural curve on the side of it. It doesn't fit. It's not for me. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to whip out me, or throw me Dremel on the floor, and I'm going to just kind of get rid of the edges and maybe some of the glue and whatnot. Tidy it up a bit before I paint it. Right, I think it's dry. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. Now, in the process of letting that dry, I discovered it's not really grey like I wanted. Oh, I should have painted the back of that. Oh, I shouldn't do it by hand. It's not really grey. It's green, of all things. I didn't think it was green, but it's green. And paintbrush. Paintbrush! I have this kind of mop brush I'm going to just try and mop on. So basically the colour scheme is green. Now there is I think there's a grey version of it from, geez, that's my dog going mad outside. Metroid Prime. Oh, I like the green one. So I'm going with the green one. And again, I'm using this Hex Flex paint, which is very good. The jars in them are bleeding tiny. You wouldn't paint anything mad with them. Right, it's done. Paint is dried, give it a clear coat. I'm happy with it. I was going to do a wee little video of me giving it to him, you know, to show his surprise and see how happy he was with it. But he refused to be on camera and got all shy, so I couldn't do it. Let me just reassure you that he really liked it, and he wouldn't let go of it. And I had to actually go upstairs and steal it off him while he was sleeping to film this bit of the video. But it's some good details on it, sturdy as well because the cardboard inside it. It's been trying to wreck it and doesn't seem to be getting wrecked yet, but we'll see how long that takes. But I'm chuffed for it overall. It didn't take that long, couple of hours to build. Easy enough one, but good stuff. I'll build a big one at some stage, of course, for me, maybe just for display on the wall or something. Anyway, if you liked the video, give me a like, give me a subscribe. If there's anything you think I can build or should build, slap in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Good luck. Pew pew pew! So, let me just tell you that. Anyway, if you liked the video, give me a like, give me a subscribe. If you just think anything like balls.